Fantastic autumn morning this morning. I've got some of these pheasants. We're going to do a video how to prepare and cook pheasants, and if you want to know how you get from that to that, stick around and you'll find out. You can just hear in the background there, it's Remembrance Sunday today. You can hear the band. Fantastic. Right, let's do it. Right then, let's do this video how to prepare and cook pheasant. Here I've got two fantastic freshly shot pheasants. I've got this lovely cock bird here, this hen bird here. Obviously the hen's a bit smaller, and all I'm going to do, I mean, these were shot on Friday, which is nearly 3 days ago. I don't like to hang my game that long, to be honest with you. You know, I'm not a massive believer in hanging it to get that extra gamey flavour. I just like it, you know, like this. So what we're going to do, personally, I think life is too short to pluck a pheasant. You know, even when you breast it out, I don't really leave the skin on to cook it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a couple of ways of preparing these. So first of all then, what we're going to do is we're going to take the legs off. On the camera, if you can see there, you grab your leg, the natural bend, a knife in, and you nick it. If you can see that, and then you nick the other side. And all you do, you can hear that snap. You can see that on the camera. And I twist it round, and you can see the drumstick poking out there. Once you've wound that, pull, and that comes out with the sinews. Say hello. And then the same with the other one. So all we're doing, keeping it nice presentation wise. I mean, obviously these have been shot, so you don't know what damage you've got until you start taking the skin off. Just pull that one out again. There's the other. Now next, I'm going to cut the neck off, but I'm going to keep it quite long. And what I'm going to do, I always have to carry a bag, and as you go along, you can put it in. Right then, the wings. You can see the wings. There's one bend there and one bend there. So what I like to do, that bend down to the joint, snap it. As you can see, I've snapped the joints, the two wings. Once you've got that, knife in, off. Same on the other side. So there's the first bend, there's the second bend, through the skin, snap. There's that one. These hen birds, you know, they pluck easier than the cock. So I'm going to just bring it in a bit, because what we're doing is if you just pull a bit back there, you just expose the breasts. Lovely breast meat, as you can see there. Basically all you do, take your time, nice and gentle. You just start undressing the bird. Pull it out over those little winglets. So simple. And what I've done, I purposely leave that neck a little bit long for when you're tying the bird, trussing the bird, you've got something for the string to hold on to. And all you do, nice and gentle, simple as, release that leg, release that other leg, minimum mess, and there you have pretty much the whole coat. There's that lovely little bird. So what we do now is these feathers, just pull, grab them one handful, pull them out. I've got a bowl of water by the side of me. You can see how quick this is once you know what you're doing. I mean, do you really want to be there for hours plucking the feathers? They're going all over the place, and you're left within minutes that fantastic looking thing. Lovely. So let's do the cockbird. I'll put that there for now. So like I said, Natural bend. 1, 2, nick it. Show you at the camera. Snap it. Now this is an older bird, so pull those sinews out like that. And again, you can tell that's an older bird. Obviously that spur on the back, as they get older, grows longer. Just nip that one off. Wrap it round. I mean, you can just cut these off with scissors, but I like the presentation. As you can see, I'll show you on this one. You know, the little drumsticks are nice, the little wings all nice and clean for when you're trussing it up, and the neck. So, neck off. I have a lot of questions about what knives I use. Now this is a 6-inch Victorinox boning knife. They're about £15 English pounds delivered from Amazon, or about $21 delivered. You cannot beat them. I've been using them for over 20 years, and looked after, they will last a lifetime. So that join again, snapping through them, pull. There we have it. Now this is an older bird, so it won't skin as easy. So what we do, pull that back, and all you do with this one is you pick up a little bit of the skin, nick it, then same again, start undressing. Takes minutes. I mean, a lot of people, they shoot these, you know, and a lot of the shoots around here, you know, all the moneyed people, they like to come and shoot them, but they don't like to eat them, purely because they don't want to get their hands dirty. Now, I don't mean that horrible, but it takes seconds, you know, and once you know how to do it, as I'm showing you here, you master this, no problem. So there we go again, into the carrier bag, wash it off. Handful of them feathers, pull. There we have them. So I'm just going to wash these off, and we'll get to the gutting. That's where we're at so far. 2 lovely birds. Right then, as you can see, you know, I've been keeping the worktop clean, so we washed them off. Now it's time to gut the little beauties. If you can see there, let's bring that camera in a bit. Right then, what I do, just a little nick in there, as you can see, and using my 2 hands, what we're doing, we're going up the breastbone, inside, right to the back, you'll feel the back, and inside there you'll feel the heart. And all you're doing with your hands is you make a claw and you drag it out, and you should, and you will, in one movement, get it all out. There's no mess anywhere, in one go. If you can have a look in that cavity there, can you see in? How clean that is already. And that is the basics. Just have a quick look. I want to save all the offal, so there's the heart. There's the livers. There's the crop, or the gizzard, whatever you want to call it. Just get your knife, gently split down. I mean, they eat these abroad. You can see what the little beast has been eating. Or the corn. Fantastic. That's one. So I'm just going to give that a swill. Put that there. Put the offal there. So again, you can see a bit of shot damage on this one, where the cartridge has gone in, or where the dog's mouthed it a bit. Anyway, so we go again. That little nick, 2 fingers, right to the back. feel the heart, and then scrape along that backbone. Again, one movement, as you can see. I can get the camera there. And it all comes out in one go. Put that in the water a minute. Again, I'm going to wade into these guts for the lovely offal. So I'm going to use these in a recipe somehow. Always useful to keep hold of them. That's pretty much that. Right, 1, 2. Right, so we got our birds there now. Basics, the basic birds. So all I'm going to do is, if you look, check in the back. That's the windpipe. Just pull off any funk. You know, if you're going to truss them, you leave that, but I'm just going to nip that off. I'm checking that cavity. Got the lungs out, yeah, that's fine. What's that one? I mean, there's several things you can do now with this, you know. If I show you there, obviously there's the bum hole. If you just wanted to roast it whole, just put the drumsticks, push it through. It'll hold. And there you have your bird ready to roast. I mean, that looks lovely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a couple of recipes with these. Obviously, this is how to prepare and cook pheasant. This is part 1, how to prepare it. And then we're going to do a couple of dishes, but I'm going to use the breasts and the legs for 2 separate dishes. So all we do is get our pheasant, and if you look there, it's so easy. Nip it out, along it, you've got 1 leg. Show you this side. Natural seam of the bird, down. I'll just show you there. Snap out. See that on camera? That joints come out the ball joint, and we got our other leg. So as nice as that looks, I'm not going to roast it whole. So we do the same with that one. I'm thinking about confying these legs, and I'm going to do a nice dish with the breast using the very end of the blackberries. So we've got our 2 crowns, we got our 4 legs. Now again, with this, only using the breasts, take that bone off there. You're left with those lovely crowns with the little winglets on. So to do that, if you look, put your knife in where it ends, straight down. There. Crowns, legs. Now you can leave those on the bone, or we can spatchcock it. I'll actually show you how we spatchcock. So if you wanted to cook it on the bone, the crown, all you do, in all the way down there, all you've done is cut that backbone out. See how nice and clean that is. And you put it on the work surface, spread it out, listen for the crack. All you're doing is breaking that breastbone, the wishbone. Same with this one. Couldn't be easier. It's a great way to do it if you're doing it in the grill or on the barbie. You know, you flattened it out so it all cooks more evenly. There's one. So put it on the work surface, get those wings out, and push down. Fantastic. So you can do that. But what we're going to do, I'm going to take it off the bone. Give my knife a little sharpen. I suppose you've all seen this many times before. Let's bring this camera in. Okay. So all you've got to do is there's the breastbone. Nice sharp knife down one side of the breastbone. Just follow it down. Now I've got those wing tips on. So what we've got to do, got to find that join of the wing tips. As you'll see it there, off. There's our lovely breast. So trace that bone down, nice and steady, nice and gentle. Through the wingtip, and there's your other breast. Bit of shot damage. Put that in the bag. Let's do this side. As you can see, it takes minutes, you know, and people are scared of this. Once you've got the hang of it, it's simple. You know, you can use this for chicken, anything. You know, other game birds, if you don't fancy plucking them, you can skin them. Down there, down there. Bit of bone, and we are left with our breasts, the winglets on, and our legs. Okay then folks, there we have it. Simple as. And I know it's easy for me to say it's simple, but the reason it is simple is because really it is, you know, you just follow these guidelines, you know, follow my lead, and you'll be doing these within minutes. You know, this is what we end up with, the 4 breasts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 legs, lovely little livers. Anyone who had a heart, those lovely little hearts there. You know, give this a go, and please join me for part 2 and 3 when I cook these legs and I cook these breasts. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give this a go. You'll amaze yourself. All the best.